Hello everyone, welcome to the Chaco Fast Eddie headquarters where I'm here with Jason Hathaway. Thank you for speaking with me.
Thanks for having me.
There have been 2 races run at Autodrome Chaudier. In both you took home the victory. You are also the only driver with 2 top 5s and the only driver with 2 top 10s at the track. What is it about Chaudier that suits your driving style?
Those are pretty good stats. I didn't know all that, so glad you came out, Bryce. I don't know, I just like short track racing, oval track racing, and it's a nice smooth track, nice and high banked. Just right from day one, first laps I put on that track, I was fast right out of the box. I think we were second quickest right in first practice, and we were fastest after the second practice and qualified well and won the race. So I don't know, it's just a track that I fell in love with right from day one, and I wish we went there a few more times.
How does it feel to perform so well at a single track?
I mean, you don't always want to count your chickens before they hatch, they say, but it's with our group and our team, it's a positive heading there each year because we've done so well. So knowing the way we finished and kind of our outlook going in, it's a real positive for our team, and the guys come in there with their heads held high, and hopefully we can repeat again. Three-peat.
And speaking of that, what do you think of your chances for a three-peat this weekend?
There you go. I think we have a good shot of winning for sure. I don't want to sound too confident or anything like that, but if I can get out of there with a top 3 finish, I'd be happy. But deep down, we want to win it again for sure.
Well, we're here at the Chaco Fast Eddie headquarters. I've got to ask, first of all, what is Chaco, we'll start with, and what is their involvement with the team?
Chaco's a licensed apparel company owned by Ed Hackison and his family. They're licensed distribution of apparel for Ford, Dodge, GM, Snap-on Tools, Kubota, Case, New Holland. Just real good licenses. They're out in the market, and a lot of apparel that you see at the racetrack and so on around with fans are probably, if you look deep enough into the collar or inside the hat, it'll have a Chaco label.
And then next for Fast Eddie, same sort of question about what is Fast Eddie and their involvement with the team?
Yeah, Fast Eddie's same deal. They're licensed apparel and safety as well. So they sell fire suits, helmets, crew uniforms to a lot of the teams. A lot of the real nice fire suits that are custom designed and nice artwork and so on come from Fast Eddie for sure. And they also do a licensed apparel as well for Mitsubishi. OK Tire Stores, they're a garage tire store across Canada. So it's kind of the same sort of business with a different name.
And then are those both full-time sponsors with your team?
Yeah, they're both full-time sponsors with us, having ownership on the team as well. We'd rather have somebody else's name on the car, that's for sure.
We're now here over in the EHR Team 3 Red Shop, not far from Chaco and Fast Eddie, for the interview to continue. Let's go back to 2015, a season where you did not plan to run the full schedule, but in the end able to run every race, win 3 races, and finish second in the standings. How much of a roller coaster was last season?
It was a roller coaster right starting in January, with looking for sponsors and deciding whether we were going to race the whole year or start the season and figure out what's going to happen and kind of wing it, and that's what we ended up doing. But, sometimes when you're not planning for the best, usually the best happens. So it was a good relaxed year as far as racing goes. We didn't have a whole lot of sponsors no pressure at all. So it actually made the racing a little more fun than maybe some years in the past when we had a bunch more sponsors.
Did that uncertainty of your racing schedule help at all?
Made us hungrier for sure as a team. I mean, we knew that we had to finish the best we could and get the best finishes for potential sponsors that may come on board, and also collect some more winnings along the way. So, it was that added pressure as far as the results wise. But it was a loose year as far as the group goes, and I think that's why we did so well.
We've seen you celebrate in Victory Lane with your kids. How special is it to be able to celebrate with family after a win?
It's pretty cool. I mean, the kids enjoy it. Sometimes I think I do it more for the kids than I do for myself anymore, but they really enjoy it, and they think it's pretty cool when Dad's out there and he's on TV, and just celebrating with the guys is pretty cool too. So when it all comes down to it, it's a family deal. It's a family event, and everybody's out there to win and have fun and celebrate at the end.
And we have to switch gears to this year as well. I have to ask about CTMP. You led the most laps in the race, but dropped to 9th after a late restart. What happened?
Rain. Alex Labby and I got together off of turn 2 there and kind of went off the track, and it was starting to rain when we crossed up in the end there to take the green flag for the green-white checkered, and I don't think NASCAR realized how hard it was raining at the back of the, in turn 4, 5, and 6 there. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of disappointing, but on hindsight to that, we led a bunch of laps and we got a real strong road course program, so I'm looking forward to the next 4 races for sure.
So does the fact that you led laps there help with your confidence?
Confidence was there, always there. I think more just knowing that we got a real good package for the year. So again, I sure would like to win races. That's the main goal. But to know we led the most laps and held off some pretty good talent there with Tagliani's car and Steckley's team and Ranger and some of the guys, Robin Buck. I mean, great road racer. But it's pretty cool.
And then, what are your plans for this season? Do you plan to run the full schedule?
Yeah, we're planning on running this full schedule here. So we're focused. We've got a couple new engines being built. Cars are prepped. Tested the oval car yesterday at Sunset Speedway. Had a real good test there. Looking forward to getting to Chaudier. And we're ready to go.
How difficult has it been in the search for sponsors?
I think it gets harder every month. the later you go in the year, the harder it gets, and that's the unfortunate part. But we've got a few sponsors come on board. DSI's come on board from Timmins, Ontario. Ray Bessis Brakes, they jumped on board this year on the hood of the car for the full season, so that's helped us out as well. And Choco and Fast Eddie, they've always been supporters, obviously, of our team and myself. HGC, the Harmon Group, they're a trucking company out of Caledon, Ontario. They've been with us 4 years too. Another family-run business, and just enjoy the racing as much as we do, and following along. And BioWash 2000's come on board. Chuck Martin, a friend of ours from a local guy that hangs out with us, and he's jumped on board too. So it's just some local help that's coming along and keeping us going in circles.
In addition to the Pinty Series, you've been racing locally at Sunset Speedway. What is your schedule there?
We were planning to run the first 3 nights. We had one night that got rained out, so we ran 2 nights. We just run there. It's nice and close. It's local, and we just like to run there and shake the rust off the driver and the crew and everything else. But I think it's a real good. It's real good for our team as a whole to get back in the groove of things before the NASCAR Pinty Series starts. And once we get into June and July, August, it's a thrash every weekend, across the country. So I think it just ties our team a little closer to start the season, and I think it gives us a little bit of advantage over other teams that don't have the opportunity to do what we do.
Plus, there's the extra track time at Sunset, and the Pinty Series does race there coming up. How does that help with the Pinty's race?
That helps a lot. I wasn't going to mention that, but no, it does help a lot. Like I said, we went and tested the NASCAR there, and we were quick right out of the trailer. And I think it has a lot to do with just seat time in the car, in the late model car that we ran at Sunset, and it's a real confidence builder too. We had 4 races there, 4 features, had a top 5 in all 4 races. Didn't wreck the car. It's in one piece, and got to race with some real good late model guys across Ontario and in this area. It's a tough little short track on a Saturday night.
And then we're here in your race shop. We got to mention about the crew. Talk to me about teamwork and your crew.
Yeah, we got a great crew. They've been with me most of the guys have been with me about 5-6 years now, which is a big bonus in racing if you can keep your guys together. We're usually here 2 nights a week, maybe on Saturday too, and then gone to the racetrack during the week. So it's a large commitment for not just myself and my ownership group, but it's for the crew and their family as well. It's a lot of time away from work and family, but we all enjoy it. And then there's one big goal at the end, and win a championship, win some races, and celebrate.
Thank you, Jason Hathaway, for having me here at the Choco Fast Eddie headquarters and at your race shop. So thank you for joining me for this interview and hosting me at both locations.
Thank you, Bryce. Thanks for having me.